In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use Keynote by Apple as a complete beginner, step by step. We'll break everything down into simple, easy to follow steps so you can create professional presentations, add media, and export your projects without feeling overwhelmed. Here's what you can expect from this video. First, we'll set up Keynote, update it if needed, and choose the right presentation theme to get started. Next, we'll explore the interface and learn how the canvas, toolbar, slide navigator, and formatting panels work together. Then, we'll build our first presentation by creating slides, adding text, inserting images, and organizing content. After that, we'll work with shapes, videos, audio, tables, charts, animations, and transitions to make our presentation more engaging. And finally, we'll add presenter notes, rehearse our slideshow, present it like a professional, and export it in different formats. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. The first thing you'll need to do is open Keynote on your Mac. Keynote comes pre-installed on most Apple devices, but if you don't see it, open the App Store and search for Keynote. If it's already installed, make sure it's updated to the latest version before continuing. Once Keynote launches, you'll be greeted by the theme chooser. Think of themes as ready-made presentation templates. They provide slide layouts, color schemes, and design elements that help you build presentations faster. You'll notice a large collection of themes available. Some may be marked as premium, while many others are available for free. If you're just getting started, choose any free theme that fits your presentation style. For this tutorial, we'll use a simple presentation theme. Double-click the theme you want, and Keynote will create a new presentation. Now let's take a quick tour of the interface. Understanding the layout will make everything much easier later. On the left side of the screen, you'll see the slide navigator. This area displays all of the slides in your presentation. As you add more slides, they'll appear here in order. In the center of the screen is the canvas. This is where you'll design your slides. Any text, images, videos, shapes, or charts you add will appear here. At the top is the toolbar. The toolbar contains shortcuts for adding slides, inserting media, creating charts, adding text, and starting your presentation. On the right side, you'll find several panels. The first is the Format panel. This panel changes depending on what you select. If you click Text, you'll see Text settings. If you click an image, you'll see Image settings. Now that you're familiar with the interface, let's start building our presentation. When you open a new theme, Keynote automatically creates your first slide. Click the title placeholder and start typing. For example, we'll type Keynote Tutorial. Then click the subtitle area and enter any supporting text you'd like. Every text box inside Keynote can be edited simply by double-clicking it. If you don't need a particular text box, click it once and press Delete on your keyboard. Now let's add another slide. At the top of the screen, click the Add Slide button. A menu will appear showing all available slide layouts. You'll see options for title slides, image slides, bullet point slides, comparison slides, and blank slides. Choose a title and photo layout. A second slide is instantly added to the presentation. Notice how it appears underneath the first slide in the navigator? If you want to rearrange slides later, simply click and drag them into a new position. This makes it very easy to reorganize your presentation without rebuilding anything. Now let's add an image. Select the image placeholder on your slide. Then go to the Format or Image panel and click Replace. Choose an image from your computer and insert it. The image will immediately appear on the slide. Sometimes images don't fit perfectly inside the placeholder. When that happens, select the image and use the resize handles around the edges. If you want to maintain the image's proportions while resizing, hold the Shift key as you drag a corner handle. This prevents the image from becoming stretched or distorted. You'll also notice alignment guides appearing as you move objects around. These guides help you center and align elements accurately. Whenever you see those alignment lines appear, release your mouse to snap the object into position. Now let's work with text formatting. Select any text box. In the Format panel, you'll see options for font style, font size, text color, alignment, and spacing. Try changing the font style. Then increase the font size to make it more visible. You can also change the color to better match your presentation theme. If you want the text centered inside the text box, use the alignment controls. These formatting tools work very similarly to word processors like Microsoft Word or Apple Pages. Once you're comfortable with text and images, it's time to add more design elements. At the top of the toolbar, click the Shapes button. You'll find a large collection of pre-made shapes including rectangles, circles, arrows, stars, and more. Choose a rectangle and place it on your slide. You can drag it anywhere you want and resize it just like an image. With the shape selected, open the Format panel. From here, you can change its color, border style, opacity, and shadow effects. Shapes are useful for creating callout boxes, visual sections, timelines, and graphic elements throughout your presentation. Now let's talk about video and audio. To insert a video, click the Media button in the toolbar. Choose a video file from your computer. Once inserted, you'll see a video player appear directly on the slide. You can resize and reposition the video just like any other object. During your presentation, the video can be played directly from the slide. The process for audio is very similar. Click the Media button and select an audio file. You can also record your own voice directly inside Keynote using the Record Audio option. This is useful for narrated presentations or voiceover content. Next, let's look at tables. Tables are perfect for displaying organized information. Click the Table button in the toolbar. Choose a table style you like. A table will appear on your slide. Double-click any cell to start typing. You can enter names, numbers, dates, or any information you need. If you want more rows or columns, use the controls in the Format panel. Tables can be resized, moved, and customized just like other elements. Now let's create a chart. Charts are great for presenting statistics and comparisons visually. Click the Chart button in the toolbar. Choose a chart style. For this example, we'll use a simple bar chart. The chart appears on the slide immediately. To edit the chart data, select the chart and click Edit Chart Data. A spreadsheet-style window will appear. Replace the sample values with your own numbers. As soon as you update the data, the chart automatically changes. This allows you to create professional-looking graphs without leaving Keynote. Now let's make the presentation more engaging with animations. Animations control how objects appear, move, and disappear on a slide. Select a text box, open the Animate panel. Click Add an Effect. You'll see several animation options. Choose Appear. Now, when the slide is shown, the text will fade onto the screen. You can repeat this process with images, shapes, charts, and other elements. There are 3 main animation categories. Built-in animations control how an object enters the slide. Action animations control what happens while the object remains on the slide. Build-out animations control how an object leaves the slide. For example, you could have text fade in, remain visible for a moment, and then twirl out before moving to the next slide. Animations help guide your audience's attention and make presentations feel more dynamic. Now let's look at slide transitions. Transitions occur between entire slides rather than individual objects. Select a slide from the navigator, open the Animate panel. Click Add Transition. Choose a transition effect such as dissolve, drop, or move in. Now when you move between slides during the presentation, Keynote will animate the change. Just remember the difference. Object animations affect individual elements. Transitions affect entire slides. Now let's prepare for presenting. One of the most useful features in Keynote is Presenter Notes. Presenter Notes allow you to create private notes that only you can see during the presentation. Go to View and select Show Presenter Notes. A note area appears below the slide. Click inside it and type reminders, talking points, or key information. These notes won't appear to your audience. They're only visible to you when using Presenter View. Before giving your presentation, it's a good idea to rehearse. Open the Play menu and choose Rehearse Slideshow. This launches Presenter View. Here you'll see the current slide, the upcoming slide, a timer, and your presenter notes. Spend a few minutes practicing your presentation and moving through the slides. This helps you become familiar with the flow and timing before presenting to an audience. When you're ready to present, click the Play button in the toolbar. Use the arrow keys or spacebar to move through the presentation. If a slide contains animations, pressing the spacebar will trigger them one at a time. If a slide contains a video, the video can be played directly during the presentation. To exit presentation mode, simply press Escape. Finally, let's save and export the project. Go to File and select Save. Give your presentation a name and choose a location on your Mac. Keynote will save it as a Keynote file. If you need to share the presentation with other people, go to File and choose Export To. You'll see several export options available. You can export as a PDF, a PowerPoint file, a movie, an animated GIF, images, or HTML. Choose the format that best fits your needs and complete the export process. This makes it easy to share presentations with people who may not use Keynote themselves. And that's the basics of using Keynote by Apple. And that's how to use Keynote by Apple as a complete beginner. That's it for this video. Thanks.